All right, so this is 1765 Palmer Park. So I showed this house a couple of years ago before they renovated it. And I told those people the same thing. I was like, this part of Palmer Park kind of sucks. Like, backing out of this is kind of impossible, and there's no street parking because that's just the lane. And then you're right on Union too, and this intersection just stays busy all day long, until 10 o'clock at night. So it is going to be loud. It is going to be a pain in the butt to back out because this little section here, everybody cuts up Uinta and then cuts over here to get to Union. So this little section stays super busy. They did do a really nice renovation on this. I'm guessing they skipped a few parts that don't look great. Like you do have some separation here on the stairs. Looks like you got a gutter that's been, or a downspout that's been taken off. I don't know where that's supposed to go, but it obviously needs to be hooked back up. But they did do a really nice renovation. When I showed it a couple years ago, the lady that lived here didn't get the memo that I had a showing. And so she was here, and so she gave me a tour. And the house was super original back then. So they've obviously replaced all the windows, all the flooring. Again, it's that luxury vinyl, that light gray color that everybody seems to be using now. And then the big white trim and the white doors and the quartz countertops. And it looks great. I mean, they've done a really good job with it. Opening all this up too. So one of the things I would be curious about is if they did this correctly with load-bearing walls and making sure the weight from the roof was distributed. Because you do have, and I don't know if this is, I can't remember if this was here a couple years ago or if this is new, but you do have a big crack here that's been painted over. And I'm wondering if, when they took out some of the support here, if the roof weight was properly supported by this section. Permits would tell us a lot. We can pull the permit history and see. So granite countertop here, quartz in the middle on the island, gas range, stainless appliances, all brand new. You still have the protective film on it. You still got the stickers all over them. Brand new cabinetry. Do not have the soft close though. You'd think they'd opt for the soft close, but they're all in really good shape. Everything's brand new. And then this was here as well, so it doesn't look like they did much in here. I think they just kind of recarpeted this, but if I recall, this was all exactly like this a couple of years ago, so they didn't really do much in this room. And these windows and these doors, you can tell the windows have given up their seal a long time ago, so you get that fog. So if you want these to be clear, you'd have to replace all of these windows. And that would be an expensive undertaking, which is probably why they didn't do it. They're an investment company. They're here to make money. What did I say? Hot tub hookups. Oh, I can't remember if she had a hot tub in here or not. It smells like she did. I can't remember. But like these old windows, they're called Oldac windows, these wood windows. These have a tendency to split. Who even knows it? I mean, at least they're still holding their position when you open them. But a lot of times, like the springs in there will go, and these won't function properly. And then the wood rots out and splits on them. So sometimes these Oldac windows can be a bit of a pain, but these don't look to be too bad. But these obviously have given up the ghost a long time ago. And then out here, it's a backyard. If I remember, this is a parking space that goes with the property. Or maybe it's the neighbor's property. I thought she told me that this was with the property. And we can check, but you do have, so you got this like alley off Union. And I'm pretty sure these two little spots over here go with the house. So you do have some off-street parking. In hindsight, I kind of wish I'd parked there because backing out onto Palmer Park is not going to be fun. Oh, the old incinerator. So people used to come back here in like the 50s and 60s and they'd put all their trash in there and they'd light it on fire in the incinerator. But good sized backyard. You get the two terraces. Could be really cute if this was all like sod and grass. Little side yard there. And all the stucco looks to be in pretty good shape. Not seeing any cracks. Excuse me. We'll go down there here in a sec. I don't love that the door is wide open. What does that say? Huh. I don't know what that foil on the window is. Interesting. That's kind of not great that that door is just wide open. So this, I think, would be a bit of a problem. So you'd want to hook this up to an extension and run that at least out to the yard here. And it's not going to look great coming over the concrete, but it looks a whole lot better than foundation problems. Excuse me. So coming back in, then you do have a slider on that side too. I mean, this area is gorgeous. I mean, they did a really good job with this. Old decommissioned electric panel, so at some point they upgraded electric, probably during the renovation. I mean, you can just hear how loud it is, just being right here on Palmer Park. I hate to keep harping on it, but if we're gonna be selling the house in a couple of years, I think that's gonna be a bit of an issue. Looking for a light switch. Oh, there we go. So crawl space down here. Furnace is from 2012, but again with the PVC pipes, it's a high efficiency furnace, which is great. So you've got your gas line coming in here. So again, it's gonna use 90% or more of that gas to heat the house, and you're not gonna lose a lot. And then you've got the April air humidifier control there. So somewhere, I don't see it. Oh, it's right here. So the cover came off, but that's your humidifier. And then you've got your humidifier drain. So your humidifier looks like it drains into this. And so this is probably, you probably have to empty this every so often. This probably fills up with water and you probably have to deal with that. So that's a bit of a maintenance issue, and that can get kind of gnarly if you don't clean it out. Water heater from 13, 10, 12, 13, whatever that guy wrote. Well, 13. Manufacture date, February of 13. It's about 10 years old. So this, honestly, I bet this is from that downspout just leaking for years in that same spot, but there's obviously a big crack here at some point that they've filled. I don't know if this is like a professional fill job or if someone just came down and kind of filled it with like an epoxy and then caulked over it. I don't know what that is, or painted over it. So hopefully the flipper can tell us something about that if we want to move forward on this. But again, just being on Palmer Park, I don't know if this is going to be the one for us. Again, you got another huge repaired crack here. And again, at least it's vertical. Like a vertical crack, you know, it can be fixed and dealt with. It's not a huge deal. When you start to get horizontal cracks, that's a much more challenging and expensive repair. And it's probably a bigger issue, or a bigger cause, excuse me. So this really can't be a bedroom because you are adjacent to the mechanical room, and the vent is here, so you really can't call this a bedroom. So this is just some other kind of room. Could be an office. Just come resale time. I mean, you could use it as a bedroom. It's just we can't call it a bedroom come resale time. Carbon monoxide alarm really should be lower on the wall. Carbon monoxide is a gas that rises, so by the time it gets to there, whoever's in here is probably dead. Let's see. So 3/4 bath down here. Pretty cute. I can't remember if this was finished when I was here originally. I wonder if, I wish I could remember. It was so many houses ago. So this is kind of random. So I guess this would be your washer dryer area. And it's just going to be exposed. You know, there's no walls here, so anybody that comes down here is just gonna see washer and dryer, and then you've got this sink area and folding area. And then your 1-car garage. Right on. You do have a little bit of a heave in the floor here. And obviously, if you've got 2 big cracks in there, it's not really surprising to have some heave in the floor, but there's kind of a high spot in the middle of the floor, which if you got a washer and dryer here, and the drain's there, that's probably not ideal to have a heave because you don't want water running away from the washer and dryer. You want it running to the drain. That's your water meter, covered in paint. I guess maybe this is where the old washer and dryer was, because that's an old dryer exhaust right there on the wall. So I'm guessing this was unfinished, and well, or maybe it was finished and they just rearranged it, who knows. And then new carpet to the upper level. Hall closet here. Closet with steps there. And completely renovated hall bathroom here. Nice tile. Nice vanity with the quartz countertop. Freshly renovated shower. Everything looks good because it's brand new. And then, kind of a smaller bedroom, but huge windows. She had a bunch of stuff in here, if I remember. She had this like piled up with boxes and books and just stuff. She was like a bit of a hoarder. Then another bedroom here with, again, a huge window. I mean, you do get some fantastic mountain views. That is pretty great. And then I believe this is the biggest room, so this would be kind of the master bedroom. Not a true master, no attached bathroom. I don't know what this foil is doing up here. Maybe the wind just kind of stuck it to the window, but yeah. I mean, everything that's inside is real. Oh, look at this tiny little white swish. Everything that's in here is really nice and really well done. They did a great job with the work. I would just be super concerned about this. I mean, every time I look out the window, you got cars flying by, and I mean, honestly, backing out of this driveway is gonna suck. I'm not looking forward to it. And then cars have a tendency to build up here at red lights. So if we could find something like this on a non-crazy busy street, I think this would be ideal. But this is 1765 Palmer Park. Let me know if you have questions about this one.